The Buffalo Bills can lock up the number 2 seed with a win. They are on the road at the Miami Dolphins, who are suffering from some injury bugs late in the season. I'm Andy Lang from WagerTalk.com, breaking down the Bills at the Dolphins. Going to be the last game of the regular season here for the NFL. Look at the Wager Talk live odds screen. Buffalo Bills minus 2.5 on the road with the over-under sitting at 48. So the playoff implications are pretty simple. Buffalo, if they win, number 2 seed, don't need to worry about it. If they lose and a couple of other things happen, they potentially could be out of the playoffs. So they are going to be going full-blown. They're going to know what the scenario is going into this game, but they're just going to want to win, lock up the number 2 seed. And Miami, gosh, just a lot of injuries at the worst time of year. I'm recording this on Friday, and as of yesterday, Xavier Howard didn't practice. Jalen Waddle wasn't practicing. Raheem Mostert is banged up. And you have that tragic, just really bad situation with Tyreek Hill, where unfortunately a child got a hold of a lighter, started a house fire, and massive, massive fire damage to Tyreek Hill. It has to be a distraction this week. I know he's going to give full effort, but I got to tell you, his receiving total is 91.5, and I think this might be a good spot to take an under on Tyreek Hill if you're looking for a player prop. He only had 58 yards against Buffalo last time, and I know Buffalo's defense is different. They've had some injuries, but you got a lot of distractions on this Miami Dolphins team, and if you're Buffalo, it's basically stop Tyreek Hill because you've got Jalen Waddle, who is banged up. You've got Mostert, who is banged up. So you're always trying to dial in on Tyreek Hill, but you can give some extra attention to him this week here. So, and even A-Chain doesn't look nearly as explosive as he did before his injury. So the Dolphins, they're having injuries here at the worst possible time. Here's what terrifies me about this Buffalo Bills, this minus 2.5. It just feels like everybody is on the Buffalo Bills, and it's really hard to make a case for the Dolphins here. It's like, okay, are they at home? All right, but it's a night game. It's not going to be that hot, so you don't have to worry about Buffalo being, overwhelmed by the heat. The motivation factor is on the Buffalo Bills here. The health is on the Buffalo Bills here. And this is a Dolphins team that if we're being serious, if Buffalo gets out ahead, they may just say, forget it. Let's get these starters out of here. We cannot have another Bradley Chubb type of injury where we have our starters in a 30-point game and we lose someone for the playoffs. So the obvious play here is the Buffalo Bills minus 2.5. And just because I'm nervous about everybody being on it, I'm not going to take that play. I'm actually going to take the under 48 in this game. I think this is a Miami team that can struggle to score points this week if they get off to a slow start. And it's a Buffalo team that, they put up a huge point total against this Miami team earlier in the year, but I see this Buffalo Bills team play down to a lot of their opponents. And I don't see a ton of blowouts from this Buffalo team. They can be clunky. We know Josh Allen can throw interceptions. He's done it about 70% of the time this year. And when we look at these games, the game against New England, that landed right on 48, 27-21, one-score game. The game against the Chargers ended on 46, one-score game. The game against Dallas, that was a big win for them at home, Dallas on the road. But again, 41, that's where the total ended. At the Chiefs, 20-17, under this total. So since the bye week, every game has landed on or below this 48 total. So I just think combined, you're not going to get two teams that are going to be explosive on offense, especially with Miami having those setbacks and some of these distractions and injuries. So I think it's a little bit of a low-scoring game. I think Buffalo kind of pulls away in the fourth quarter, and I'm looking at maybe like a 24-20 type of win where it comes in under the total. But player props, I like Tyreek Hill to come under the total, and I like the Buffalo Bills and Dolphins to go under 48. If you guys could hit the like button and leave me a comment, tell me your best bet in this game. And also don't forget, we've got a 5% play that is up at wagertalk.com. Attached to that 5% play is a 4% play. So you're getting two big plays for the price of one. Andy Lang at wagertalk.com. We're 39-21 in our last 60 NFL plays. Very proud of that record. 88 units in profit, all sports for 2023. Let's get it going again in 2024. We're resetting at 0, and let's get off to a good start this weekend. Good luck on all your plays. We'll see you over next video.